Yep.
All right.
Hey, once again, welcome to Jerk's Corner. So excited to see everybody here. Just a quick shout out to our sponsors, Cali Protectives. Thanks for all you do for us, protecting our melons. And of course, Strider Bikes, Strider Balance Bikes. Because that's how you teach people to ride bike. We don't use training wheels here. That's ridiculous.
No.
And why don't we use training wheels? Does anybody know why we don't use training wheels? Ryan knows. Ryan, move to the front of the class.
Okay. We don't use training wheels because it doesn't teach you to lean into turns properly. You usually lean into the turns, and on training wheels you lean out of the turns.
Right. So as soon as you get on a regular bicycle, you lean over and you fall over, and that's just frustrating for kids. They've been riding on these training wheels for a week, 2 weeks, and they're like, "Yes, I got this." And you take the training wheels off, and it's failure.
Plus, it just doesn't teach them how to balance on a bike. It doesn't. So.
Yeah. Balance bikes are genius.
Yep.
Genius thing.
What happened to us is we have a Strider,
Yeah.
and my son loved it. He was hopping curbs and everything with it, and we got him on his normal bike, and we made the mistake of leaving the training wheels on,
Right.
and he went from totally being ready to go
Yep.
to we regressed. And then I had to convince him to be able to take his training wheels back off.
Went
So,
backwards.
yeah. So
Yeah, I've seen it.
from
I've seen it.
Strider straight to normal bike.
Yeah, straight to normal bike. That's right on. Thanks for telling us that.
Oh,
That's,
no,
yeah,
I love our Strider.
that's a true statement right there. And Cali Protectives just came out with some new helmets. I just got my brand new helmet. Ryan wishes he had one, but he doesn't. But I can get him one. But we're so excited about those new helmets that they've got coming out. They got all kinds of fancy stuff going on. And we're going to Moab again this year. Ryan's going to be there.
Do I need to get a new
Cali?
Cali helmet, dude?
Yeah, you can have a new Cali helmet. You got to go to Moab though.
Okay. Deal.
Yeah. Rhonda, you got to go to Moab
That's
too.
not a bad deal.
We should do a show from Moab this year, so you got to come to Moab.
We should, but I don't need a helmet. I'm just gonna watch.
You're going to need a helmet. Just to be around us, you're going to need a helmet.
Probably. Yeah.
That's how that's going to go.
Okay.
All right, let's get right into this show. Hey, you know what? Did anybody hear about the kid that gave away like 1,076 Valentines anonymously to his community?
No. Oh.
Nobody heard about that?
Mm-mm.
So this kid, I believe it was from Oklahoma, he decided that he was going to give away 1,076 Valentines anonymously to all the girls in the town.
That's
Wow.
cute.
He didn't want anybody to be left out, so he's been saving his money from last summer, and he was about $150 short, but somehow he came up with the money, and he gave away all these Valentines anonymously to his community, so that nobody would be left out and feel bad about not getting a Valentine. What a good kid!
I'm a good kid.
I thought that was pretty awesome.
If it was in Salt Lake, maybe I would have got one. I
So
didn't get any.
here's the you didn't get any.
No, and I'm married.
See, and you're married? That's like a given, isn't it? It's like
No,
like
it's not.
required.
What can I say? Yes.
Yeah, that's not right.
Rhonda's like, no, it's not.
That's just not right. So here, I thought what I would do is I would just put this up because for some, Valentine's Day stinks. But you know what? If you have this, it's only your fault if Valentine's Day stinks. So there you go. That's what we're doing today. Started right off with fortune wipes. Okay, we got some special guests on our show today. Anybody want to guess who they are? I could put my hand up there and it covers your face. Sorry, Suzanne.
Hey, I don't want to hog the. I don't
Guess who
want to hog
it is?
the
Look, I
class,
can't
so.
see Suzanne. Oh, Suzanne's got it right there. Go ahead, tell us what it is.
Rowdywares.
Rowdy. I like how she says it. Rowdywares. Tell us where you're from.
England. Liverpool, England originally.
It's
She's
Christine.
from not London. Yay.
She's from not London.
I did live in London for a while, and I moved from London to Lehigh about 13 years ago.
You went from London to Lehigh.
Wow.
Wow.
That's a dramatic change.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm okay, though.
Did you have your tea this morning?
I did.
Okay, see, that's normal. She hasn't lost everything. She has and do you know what crumpets are?
I do.
Okay, see, we're all fine. She knows what tea and crumpets are. She's not lost it.
She goes from Harrods to the Lehigh Roller Mills.
Right.
Yes. Yes, I did.
That's good stuff. Well, tell us, Suzanne, what are you doing here? What are we going to show us? Show us your stuff. No, wait, don't show us your stuff.
Wait.
Hey.
Wait a minute.
You said
What kind of show is this?
Yeah.
You guys know what kind of show this is. But let's see what Suzanne brought some articles of clothing. She's not going to take her clothing off. She brought some clothing. Anyway, just show
These
it.
are much cuter than
This
the
is much
alternative.
good. Let's see what you got.
Do you want to pass
Yeah, we're
it?
going to do that. There we go.
So Rowdywares does tiny triathlon and biking clothes for little 4 to about 12-year-olds. So here's some of the stuff that we've done. Can you see that?
Yeah, perfect.
This is
Do
one
you
of
want me
our
to hold it up here while you're talking about it?
This is one of our little triathlon suits. They're made just like the grown-up ones, but they're tiny. So they've got the pockets, the proper elastics around the bottom, the zippers are all in the right place. And they've got designs on that kids like without them being the silly, ponies and rainbows and stuff like that. So we have a few different ones. This is a little...
These are for your sophisticated kids, not your pony and rainbow kind of kids. So if you're a
Right.
pony and rainbow kind of kid, don't watch this show.
Yeah, don't buy my stuff.
Don't buy this stuff. This is for serious kids, serious triathletes.
This is another little triathlon top. I don't know if you want me to just keep passing.
Yeah,
them
just
off
these are great. Look at the, and you know what, the fabric on it. I know this isn't feel-o-vision, but this fabric on here is really nice wicking fabric to get that moisture off. And then 3/4 zip, right?
3/4 zip, yeah. Some of them have got full zips.
This has
some
got a
are
full zip
3/4.
on this
So
one.
the triathlon tops are full. The cycling jerseys are 3/4.
And as we know in triathlons and cycling clothing, getting it on and off is sometimes a challenge.
Hey, Kurt or Susan, can you tell us what the difference in just like what makes a triathlon suit?
What makes a triathlon?
Yeah, why is it a triathlon suit versus just a biking suit? Or just
It's a full piece, Ryan. It's like a whole
it's an
piece.
all-in-one, and so the kids swim in them, and then they can get out and bike and run in them. They haven't got to bike and run in their swimwear.
They have a little tiny chamois in them too, instead of a big heavy chamois. It doesn't collect a bunch of water.
I know what they are, but maybe some people don't. Like, I mean, what's the difference? I mean, do you wear that for all 3 events? Yeah.
Yeah, that's a problem we had. I've got an 8-year-old and a 5-year-old little boy, and my 8-year-old, he's done a ton of triathlons since he was like 5, and we couldn't find any clothes. And then, even though some of them are not that serious, the races, when he was trying to transition, he was trying to get out of his baggy bathers, and then trying to put on cycling clothes, and it just became difficult. Plus, he wanted to wear the same kind of things that his dad, my husband, was wearing. He wanted to wear the real triathlon clothes.
Right.
And we couldn't find any. Well, that's not true. We found a couple, but they were so overpriced for what we were willing to pay for a 7 or 8-year-old kid that we decided to make some.
That's a big deal. Some of this stuff is so expensive. You can drop $150 on a kid's kid, and wow, I don't know. That's a lot to drop on.
So your stuff
Right.
just or mainly for kids? No adult stuff, just mainly.
All for kids at Rowdywares. We did a little bit of research on which age group we're missing and how many, and the transition of kids and how many they're accumulating in these triathlons. And they're growing by about 10 or 12% a year, the kid participants. And the biggest group is age about 4 or 5 up to 12. And they're the ones that we couldn't really find any clothing for, that we were willing to pay that price. Well, none for the teenies, but the older ones you can find, but we thought they were a little expensive.
So what's the average price of a tri suit with your stuff?
With our stuff, the full triathlon suits retail at $59.99.
Oh, great! Yeah.
So we have an expo special price to people that buy from the booth at the expo. Our triathlon little singlets are $34.99. Our bike jerseys, which are here, they retail at $39.99, and the shorts are $29.99.
Great.
Yeah, so they're right between the really cheap stuff that will fall apart, and we're the first to admit we're not Pearl Izumi, but we're not selling at those prices either.
Well, it's just like wanting to go out and buy a pair of shoes for your kid, you know they're going to grow out of them anyway. You know what I'm saying? And so you don't want to go out and spend $100. I mean, a jersey is $80 to $100. Pants are $100.
It's so frustrating, and the kids rip them, and then they want a brand new one because they've seen their mates in a different color, and now they want something else. And you think, if I'm going to spend $80, $90, they're going to wear it all year.
This is I love this one. I'm sorry, I keep putting your face up, but I'm trying.
That's okay.
Look at this thing. I love this.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
So that started off as a sunflower with a bike wheel in these colors, mainly because the kids that watch the Tour de France, they get when they ride through the sunflower area, and then the boys wanted a little bit of a red, white, and blue. And actually, I think you suggested a red, white, and blue as well.
Not me. Wouldn't have been me.
My next question is
you got no ideas, right?
My next question is would you have a cycling tube top for triathlon for Rhonda?
You just wear it sideways. You just wear it this way.
Put it kind of head for a hole for your head. Right?
Yeah.
Just cut a hole. That's a tube top. It's a little bit weird looking, but that's okay. Tube tops are weird looking anyway. Maybe that's your new thing. Maybe a cycling tube top.
Oh my gosh.
For those southern people.
Right.
Yeah,
Just saying.
I'll run with that one. That's a great idea.
Cycling tube tops. Boy, wouldn't it be something if that took off?
Oh
my gosh. Cycling wear you can also wear to Walmart. And still fit in.
To the Walmart.
To the Walmart. You can wear it to the Walmart and still fit in with your cycling friends and your Walmart friends.
Yeah.
Tube tops for all. I can call it super rowdy wear. Okay, that's enough of that. Thank you, Suzanne.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Tell us a little bit how you started this company. Like, why did you decide? I mean, we kind of know why you decided because they didn't have, stuff for kids that was affordable. But what really got you? What was the deciding factor? Why did you say, okay, this is enough? We're gonna do this.
Oh my gosh, it probably goes back 3-4 years. One of my little boys, the 8-year-old, he's a little rowdy, hence the Rowdywares name, and very hyperactive, and so we had to channel his energy somewhere. So we started on a strict diet, removed all the colorings and dyes and additives and preservatives from his diet, and then we had to get him into something really physical. So he went on a
we're just reading what Rhonda sent us. We're not going to say what she said.
No, I'm not going to say
but we're going to just laugh about it. Okay.
I didn't say anything. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then
I'm listening to Susan.
Had to put him into something. And so we ended up putting him into triathlons and cycling, and that's what we found. We just couldn't find the clothes. So eventually we ended up at Rowdywares. But I used to blog on a blog called Tizzy Kids about how we didn't want to medicate our little Rowdy. And there's a place for it, but it just wasn't with my child. And so we had to do everything aggressively, as much as we could, to make sure that he wasn't in that situation. And
That's a great blog, by the way.
Perfectly. Cycling for little kids, just perfect for them. I mean, it has the same release of chemicals as kids that do take drugs. A few studies have shown. So we just ran with it, and then eventually we're like, oh my gosh, we can't find any clothes for this kid, and he's got serious with it, so let's make some. And that started, I think, the spring last year, 2014, and this is our first season of clothes to market.
That's such an interesting thing you say about kids and into sports and things like that. When I was a kid, I'm pretty sure if I grew up now, my parents would have medicated me.
Sure.
No question about it. But my mom used to let me go out of the house in the morning at 6 o'clock in the morning, and I didn't have to come home until it was dinner time. That was the rule.
Right.
You're home for dinner. She'd pack me a lunch. I'd go fishing. I took off on my bike. I'd be gone all day long.
Mm-hmm.
Literally. She didn't. Maybe she just hated me. Maybe she didn't care about me. But she would let me go all day long, and then I would come home at the end of the day, and she'd ask me all about my day, and things were great, and she made me dinner, and then the next day I'd go do the same thing again. I don't know if we can do that with our kids anymore.
No, you can't.
I guess you can't just let them go out and take off, you're afraid they're going to get abducted or turn out weird or something. But anyway, because that didn't happen to me. So I think that has something to do with it. I mean, and again, I'm not going to say like Suzanne said. There's places for medication, but I think a lot of it maybe could be handled by getting them into some kind of sport or getting them active. I think that has a lot to do with it.
And it doesn't have to be triathlons. We're fortunate that we can do that with our little guy. I mean, it's running, jumping, hiking, anything. And Utah's a brilliant place for that.
Yes.
But it's underused, I think. The activity side is underused, and it should be looked at a lot more.
I agree 100%.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for telling us all about Rowdywares. We're so excited about it. Can't wait to see you at the show.
Me too.
Rowdywares is going to be in the same booth that Jerk's Bike Shop's going to be in, so let's come on down and support us.
At which show?
Oh, what?
At which show, Kirk? Shout it out.
I don't know. We haven't got to that far yet because this guy right over here is going to tell us all about the show. So
Well, there we go.
let's go right into that segment. See look how this just kind of seams together. This kind of stuff, just not planned.
Not at all.
Not at all. Not at all. Tell us about the show. Where are we going? What's happening? It's coming up. It's this weekend. So what's going on?
Yeah, we're excited. Can't believe it's already here. Time
Are
goes
you
so
stressed
fast.
out, dude? Are you stressed out?
You know, I would be lying if I said that I wasn't. So I won't lie. Yeah,
He's
I'm
not a
little
liar.
stressed, you know,
He's stressed out.
I won't claim a false there. So, but I think everything's coming together. I think it's going to be a great weekend. We've got a lot of people excited. We've got a lot of great stuff happening. So we're just pulling together all the last minute strings, making sure it's ready to go, and making sure we're ready to handle all the people. So.
How many people do you think are going to be at your expo? I mean, do you have kind of a projection?
Well, we've already sold about 1,300 tickets.
Okay.
So we're projecting, typically when we look at stats, about 90% of tickets are sold
Day
the weekend of.
Okay.
So you guys can do the math there. I'm hoping for about 5,000. It's kind of if we hit 5,000, I'll be a really, really happy camper. So I'm thinking somewhere between 3,000 and 5,000, which I feel like is a really good turnout for our first year.
That's great, yeah.
So if we can keep spreading the word,
Dun dun.
we'll have a great show. Yeah.
And there's tons of fun stuff to do there, right?
Oh yeah. You should definitely not be bored. Between going and buying your Rowdywear stuff for your kids, which I've already got it on my list of things to buy, 3 or 4 of them. So, we've got the seminar series that are happening. That we're running every hour from essentially 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Saturday and 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. on Friday. We've got events. We've got the 5K. Spread that around to all your running friends. Those running people are kind of crazy.
Ryan, what do we say about running? Oh, Ryan's muted. Can you hear us, Ryan? Ryan, are you there?
Yeah, running is for criminals.
Oh my
Running
God.
is for criminals. That's what we say here at the bike shop and at the pawn shop. Running is for criminals.
Running
We
is for
won't sell top.
However, there is a 5K. If you are a runner or a criminal, please sign up for the 5K.
It's for you.
It's for you.
Yep. And then we've got a power competition.
Do criminals have to pay for that? Like, do you have to pay to sign up?
Criminals?
Yeah.
Well, it's pretty much a free 5K. So if you
Oh,
buy a
You
ticket,
know what? They don't discriminate. It's,
No.
Yeah.
Okay. So
we,
it's a free run, criminals. It's a free run. So if you are a criminal and you don't have a lot of pocket change, don't go out and rob anybody just to get an entry fee because it's free.
Yeah.
I think we just promoted the show to criminals.
you swag it, you can feel like you steal it. How about that?
Hey, that's it. That's it. You can go back to your homies and say, you know what? I just ripped this stuff off. But deep down inside, you got it for free. Okay, what else we got going on at the show?
So
Quickly
the
going off the
Strider
rails.
course, of course.
Of course. We have a horse, of course. Strider's going to be there.
Yeah.
I'm going to take the Strider course to task, and we're gonna have a big Strider course there, and it's going to be a big spot. You guys gave me a big spot.
Hey, we're glad you guys are here.
So that's great. I'm excited about that. We have a big Strider course. And Ryan, your kids, you going to bring them down and let them run around there all day?
oh yeah, man, they love that stuff. We'll have Finley come down and do some damage for you. So
Finley is the tester of all my stuff. So
Yeah.
If I'm afraid something's not going to hold up, I let Finley try it out first.
This is a one-of-a-kind kid. So
if he can't destroy it, it's pretty much going to be fine. You know what's interesting? Okay, so I was over at Ryan's house the other night, and I picked both of the kids up and put them in the back of my truck. They wanted to go in there for whatever reason. I don't know. And I picked Tristan up, and I put him in the back of the truck. And then I picked Finley up, and it was like the kid's solid.
Solid, man.
That is a solid kid. He's not chunky or anything. He's just, I don't know, he's dense like gold.
Yes.
I'm not kidding you. This kid, you just picked him up. He's just solid. I put him in there, and they were running around in there for a minute. Well, Tristan just wanted to get out. He didn't want to have anything to do with that. He had to get out of there. And I'm pretty sure if Finley could have ridden around in the back of my truck for the rest of the day, he would have.
No problem.
Totally different kids. Even though they're twins, they're totally different.
So I got to tell you a Finley story. This is really quick. So he gets up this morning. He's the first one up this morning. He's up at like at 6:30. Everybody else is asleep, and the kid is a bull in a china shop, man. It's like there's no. He gets up and he's like, "Dad, I'm being quiet." So he's whisper yelling, okay. And so he goes into the bathroom and he knocks over the soap and it lands on the floor. And I go, "Finley, can you not make so much noise?" He goes, "Oh, Dad, that wasn't me. That was a soap bottle falling on the floor. That wasn't me." And I'm like, I can't argue with that kid. So
yeah, he's a soap bottle. It wasn't him.
Yeah, it wasn't him. So
Dad. That's funny. Oh yeah, these two kids are a riot. And Tristan nowadays is suit and tie every day.
Yep, every day.
Got a shirt, button-up shirt with a tie on.
How old are
every
these
day?
Kids?
Four. They're four. They're both four.
Oh my gosh, that's adorable.
So
Yeah.
4-year-old twin boys.
Well, and you probably don't. Ryan's got four. He's got twin girls as well.
Oh my gosh.
And how are they? They're not 2 yet, are they?
no, they're 19 months.
19 months.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
So 2 sets of twins under the age of 5. Ryan is in an insane asylum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's people who are worse though. My wife knows a couple that have 3 sets under 4.
3 sets under 4.
Gosh.
Well, that's I don't
There's
know.
always somebody that has it tougher than you do. Remember,
Is it? That's true. Dude, I didn't ever think you would be finding that, but that's okay.
brutal. So
I feel good. I've got 5 dogs and 2 boys, and now I feel like it's just, like a spa at home, relaxation area.
yeah,
You have 5 dogs?
I have 5 dogs. Yes.
Well,
Who doesn't need 5 dogs?
there's therapy for things like that, Suzanne. You can go get help,
I know.
Just stop buying dogs.
I know. They're great.
Oh, boy. Tell us what else is going on at the Gear Fair. Tell us. We want to hear more about it.
We have the gear swap, speaking of the gear fair.
Oh, yes.
So people can bring in their stuff and sell it. So if you have a bike that's just sitting in the garage, you've been sitting on it wondering whether you want to move it or not, great time, bring it in. If it sells, we're just pulling 10% for housing it. So you can bring it in, sell it. If you have wheel sets, pedals, seats, whatever. Pedals, I already said pedals.
Pedals.
Anything else on a bike? Or
Well, pedals are
wetsuits or
Wetsuits are
glasses, no helmets, no bike shorts, please.
No
Nothing that.
bike shorts?
Yeah, we
So you
won't
can't take your Rowdywares.
Yeah, well, no old
Not if
bike
they've been
shorts.
used.
Oh, no,
Yeah,
used bike
yeah.
shorts.
It's
Oh,
like-
well, that's okay.
We're not
Especially the
gonna go there.
4-year-olds. Yeah.
You ever get on get on some of the webs like KSL, you get on there and it's like lightly used bike shorts.
Yes.
I'm like, yeah, that's not happening.
That's where you cross the line.
Yeah, I'm not
We
having
don't
that.
cross that line.
I don't want to put my in where everybody else has been.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
not happening.
You don't want to put your junk in there.
I don't want to put my junk anywhere anybody else's junk has been. That's I don't know why people want it. Well, I don't know. I don't know. I guess that's all right. Hey, I got a bunch of used clothes, and that's one thing. But used bicycle shorts and biking clothing is designed to take all the stink off of you. I mean, that's what it's designed, is to absorb all that stuff. So I don't care how many times you've used it. You're going to take that and you're going to put that up for sale for somebody to buy. Nobody's going to buy that. Just throw it away or something. Don't burn it. I don't know.
But they do buy it. That's why they put it on there.
They do? Somebody
Yes.
buys that?
Yes.
Who buys that?
Oh my
Who
gosh.
wears that?
Not me. It's not me. I'm just saying.
Because every once in a while, I search the DIs like crazy looking for bikes and bike parts, and I go in there and I see used things in there that
Yeah.
people shouldn't ever wear.
There's some things you just don't want to.
I see them checking out with them. People buying them. Yes.
Yeah, that's
It
just
happens.
that's not good. I don't know. There's lots of discount places you can buy inexpensive underwear. Just buy it there, and don't.
Yeah.
Anyway, if you've ever had a saddle sore, okay, you're never ever gonna buy somebody else's biking shorts, because the likelihood of you getting a saddle sore with somebody else's biking shorts is times 100.
Oh, yeah.
So anyway, let's not go there.
But stuff that doesn't touch the undercarriage.
Okay,
Bring it on in.
stuff that doesn't touch the undercarriage.
Yeah.
Stuff that doesn't, stuff.
And not helmets, because we don't know. There's kind of a safety deal with helmets.
That's a safety deal with that. Okay.
But there's I know a lot of people that are planning on bringing in some wheel sets or some just extra stuff that they just have lying around. So
I could bring in some pedals. I have a few.
yeah,
Yes, you do.
probably have a lot.
I do. Hey, Ryan, how many pedals did I buy?
You said like 90.
I counted exactly. It was 72 pairs of pedals.
Well, still, I mean, we did well.
We did well. We went garage sale shopping, which is going to be a segment of our show, by the way. Just
Yes,
kind of throw that out there. We got a new segment of the show coming up. It's going to be Ryan and I going around to the garage sales, and we're going to videotape that and put that out as part of our show.
In Salt Lake.
Yeah, in Salt Lake.
That's a great Utah tradition.
It is. It is.
I love it. Boulder, Colorado is awesome for stuff like that.
We could drive to Boulder,
Yeah.
Ryan.
They have
Just go on a yard sale road trip.
A garage sale. I forgot about they called it garage. When I was in Canada, that's what they called it. Was a
a
garage.
garage sale.
Yeah.
They're
Next
great
to
in Boulder,
your
all the
Chesterfield,
sporty
there's a garage.
Are you mocking me?
No, of course no. I would never do such a thing. No, because I grew up in Canada. People did. They called it a garage.
Because that's what it's called.
Yeah, or a garage, whichever. Wherever you're from, call it whatever.
Tomato.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
potato. Chesterfield or couch. I actually had one friend in Canada who used to call it Couchafield. He got kind of confused. No, he didn't.
Chesterfield is a couch?
Yeah. Yeah, Chesterfield is a couch.
Can you can't say like, hey baby, you want to make out on the Chesterfield? I mean, it just doesn't roll off the tongue.
But the reason is because it was a brand. That Chesterfield's a brand. Kind of like
Gotcha.
Scooter, or something like that, or moped. It just turned into everybody called every couch a Chesterfield. Am I right? Okay.
I've got to be honest, I've never heard that.
Oh, what?
Wow.
Never heard Chesterfield?
No, but we do call a vacuum cleaner a Hoover.
Yeah.
Because Hoover makes it. No, I'm kidding. I've heard of Chesterfield, but I don't think we use it that freely. Not maybe the Canadian.
Maybe it's a Canadian thing.
I think it's Canadian.
Hey.
Yeah. Well, that could be. There's a lot of things like that, eh?
Hey.
There's no. Well, we have no shame there. All right, so that's our show. We're gonna wrap this thing up. Rhonda, you got anything?
No.
You're awfully
muted
quiet.
herself to say no. Thank you, Rhonda.
No,
Now-
I have a lot of background noise, so I'm trying to stay muted.
You have a lot of your background is making noise.
Yeah, well, the kids are home because of the impending not snow that we have going on.
Oh, your kids were supposed to go to school even though it was President's Day. They not
Yeah.
have President's Day in the South.
Yeah, but
Is it
they
my
just missed
presence
early
down there?
because of. Yeah, I don't know.
So they're home for President's Day, but snow more so.
They're home because it's going to snow in a few hours.
Oh, they're home because it's going to snow in a few hours.
Maybe.
No,
Maybe.
No, it's coming, but yeah.
Do you have hurricanes there? Do you ever have like tornadoes or that kind of stuff?
No.
You do?
No,
They don't stay home for that though. Only if it's snowing.
we don't have that. Yeah, just it's an ice storm. So power
I can
outage.
only imagine how that's gonna go.
No.
It's gonna be like a little tiny storm. Here in Utah, we get like 4 feet of snow, and you bundle your kids up and you send them off to school with a sand.
So we don't do that. We don't do that. If it's 1 inch of snow, all the bread and milk's gone, and yeah, that sort of thing.
Well, because they don't have the kind of clothing down there, they only have tube tops. So they
Exactly.
But they have insulated tube tops.
Insulated tube tops, yes, they have that.
We do. We do.
Yes, with strings attached to their mittens on those. You know those mitten strings. Because where do you put your mittens if you have a tube top on?
I know where you can put your mittens in a minute.
I'm getting my mittens in trouble right now. All right, Ryan, you got anything for us?
No, man, good show. Good luck on the show, and hopefully get lots of peeps through there. So
give us a quick plug out, Suzanne. What's the name of your company, just so we got that?
Rowdywares.
Yeah, Rowdywares. It's Rowdywares.
And it's in the
Rowdywares.
event description, and along with the blog she was talking about. That's in the event.
Yes, absolutely. Go check that out. Rondo will throw that up.
It's in there. And also, if you'd like to attend the show, the link for that is in there too. You can get advance tickets.
I didn't hear what you said because there's a lot of background noise.
Yeah. The link for the show is in the event.
Oh.
Yep. And then tell us the show. Tell us the actual name of the show, so we got that.
Endurance Sports Show, and our website's endurancesportshow.com.
And where's it at?
Southtown Expo Center.
And when is it?
This weekend, 20th and 21st.
Right on.
I'll be there.
We'll be there. I'll be there with my Strider on. That'd be awkward. You should see me ride a Strider. It's pretty funny.
I think we need to.
They need to make like adult-sized Striders.
Maybe they do have them.
Do they?
Yeah, this year they came out with them. Yeah.
So it's like a 26-inch Strider?
Yeah. Well, it's 24-inch, but it is. Full-size Strider. Some people never learned how to ride a bike.
I'd ride one of those.
I wouldn't, but okay.
Hey, if you had a course set up, I'd ride one of those for sure.
Would you? An adult Strider race?
That'd be fun, man.
Oh, that'd be fun, wouldn't it? Maybe we should do that. Adult Strider race.
Yeah. That'd get ugly.
Hey, I do have to say, though, one of the reasons that they have those adult Striders in the Strider 16-inch wheel, is for kids that have special needs, autism or Asperger's or those things. They affect their balance, and so those bikes are designed mainly for those kids that can utilize those to help them learn how to balance and ride a bike.
Once again, Strider hits a home run.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, you know what? We've actually taught a few kids here at Jerk's Bike Shop who have autism to ride a bicycle, a 2-wheel bicycle, using a 16-inch Strider, and they can ride a bicycle now, where for years they haven't ever been able to do that. And there's one kid, he's a 16-year-old kid, he's very short, but he learned how to ride on a Strider 16, and then now he's riding a pedal bike. So pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool stuff they came up with. Strider's amazing. All right, you guys, thanks for coming on the show. Always a pleasure. And once again, thanks for coming to Jerk's Corner. Peace out.